Bless and positive vibes to everybody. Thank you for everybody who has been contacting me. So, I've been getting a lot of questions about the health benefits of frankincense and can it boost the immune system? Especially with the current events of everything that's going on with respiratory issues and bacterial infectious viruses. I want to answer some of those questions with what I know personally, what I've found scientifically, and what I've discovered metaphysically. So frankincense actually contains antimicrobials. If a lot of you don't know what antimicrobials are, it's like the bacteria in your body that's responsible for fighting off sicknesses, things of that nature. It's the good bugs, your flora and your fauna. Frankincense contains basically antibacterial. They're actually using it in food. The food industry is taking effect on using Boswellia for its antimicrobials. So basically consuming Boswellia, you're going to be filling yourself up with these good flora, the good bugs that are going to fight off the bad bugs, you know. And the thing is, a lot of people, they're right now using a lot of hand sanitizer and antimicrobials that are going to fight against your flora, your good bugs, the bugs you need to fight off infections. When we're born into this world, I believe we don't even have any of it, and we take on from the outside world these bugs. You got to fill yourself up with actually a bacteria that's good at fighting off other bacteria. This is what I learned about Boswellia and frankincense when I first started consuming it. Because of my inflammation, I had irritable bowel syndromes, and having an unhealthy diet, it just happened to me. So I learned that probiotics are what's going to help. You know, when you have irritable bowel syndrome or any digestive issues, burning frankincense can actually clear the air, and it's been documented that it can attach onto bacteria in the air and literally just fumigate it and capture onto it this smoke. So not only is burning it healthy for your respiratory system, but it also can clear this air so you can get healthy breath. Now, breath is the key when it comes to a good respiratory system. It's been documented in traditional Chinese medicine that Boswellia or frankincense, it's basically been used to treat respiratory syndromes like bronchitis, asthma, for a very long time. In fact, it's listed in traditional Chinese medicine for treating that. And it also lists that Boswellia or frankincense helps circulate blood. Now, blood circulation is very important because it's movement. And in traditional Chinese medicine, Boswellia is listed in the category of herbs that invigorate the blood. And moving this blood flow, it prevents stagnation. It prevents different artery conditions that can, you know, be affected by stillness. And this lack of movement can also throw off our energy balance. And that's why they tell it in traditional Chinese medicine, frankincense can treat the warm, or it's a plant of a hot nature. Now when we speak of the warmth, it's the energy or a breath that we get. If you've ever heard of qi, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's claimed that Boswellia helps treat the qi or the energy. So when it comes to respiratory issues, I noticed in the Chinese character of the word qi, or there's different nouns for it. It could relate to even breath or air, spirit. So, and that relates me to hearing in, the old Bibles that God breathed breath into man to give him life. Now, when it comes to a lot of these viruses, especially the current event virus that's going around and has everybody in fear, when, we should really be focusing on ourselves, building ourselves up to improve this situation so we could be there for others. Because at this time of events, we're going to need to help each other. So, understanding that this is a respiratory issue that we're dealing with, that breath is very vital, and allowing ourselves to breathe and bring in as much air as we can, of course clean air, because remember, when it comes to viruses and bacteria, it can be airborne. So you want to make sure you're breathing in clear, good air. Get around some plants, maybe go if you're in New York City, or go to the rooftop, or I don't know. But what I do know is we're dealing with respiratory issues, and breath is our link to that, our lungs. And simply enough, by allowing blood flow, by breathing long, deep breaths, we can allow this blood to flow into our minds, our brains. An organ, just like our liver. Anything that comes into our body is filtered through our liver, so think of our minds or our brain as an organ, just like the liver. So whatever thoughts we're putting into our minds, it's going to disrupt our balance of energy, our immune system, because it's going to be dished out into our bodies in a negative way. So breathing, bringing a lot of this good blood flow and oxygen into your brain, is going to allow yourself to feel the benefits of what you put into your body. And it's the same with our diet. It's, you are what you eat. So in order to have more of a healthy and balanced immune system, you gotta have a healthy and balanced diet, and that's it. So basically, I'm saying that in order to fight off viruses and sicknesses, you're gonna need to breathe in some good healthy air. And what's kind of contradicting is that a lot of people are, thinking they need to be stuck inside, and it's understandable, but they're going to be inside their houses, barricaded with no fresh air during springtime, nonetheless, when you need to go outside and allow your body to be filled with these probiotic or these antimicrobial flora, the good bugs. You need to go outside and let the good bugs. It's this time of year, it's rebirth, it's spring. You're going to have to renew yourself with this natural.
What about the forests?
Forests. What you need to do, and this is my just personal opinion, we're all entitled to it. Make sure you get a lot of healthy air during the springtime, so you allow your body to get all these good bugs instead of being inside and using hand sanitizer that's going to affect your flora and cause your immune system to weaken. Know that this respiratory issue that people are suffering from is similarly connected to our breath, because in the same word, breath and respiratory is the etymology of the word spirit. Respiratory has spirit in it. And it's the same word that has the word inspire, or the spark, or the warmth of the pyre. So connecting to this breath energy will help your respiratory system and your spirit. So don't forget to breathe. When we fill our minds with anxiety because we don't have answers, we put negative thoughts in our mind, and it's dished out into our body, and it's going to weaken our stability. So it's always good to just laugh right now, man, you know, and always laugh. We should always be laughing and loving. There's an old metaphysical understanding that breath is life, and you get this energy source from your breath, which in traditional Chinese medicine is linked to qi. And there's certain herbs that invigorate your qi, frankincense being one of them. So connecting to this life force energy helps stabilize your immune system. Breathing in the air, allowing yourself to have a good healthy diet with healthy herbs, traditional herbs. And this is how you're gonna have a healthy immune system and a healthy respiratory function, so you no longer be infected with viruses that can cause pneumonia, bronchitis, asthma. We just can't forget to breathe. I wish nothing but love and blessings for everybody, and love for humanity. Times like now, or any other time in general, are like wake-up calls to, you know, bring it back to traditional roots of understanding and being more eco-friendly with ourselves and our environment, so we can help each other, because that's what's going to help any of this problem, is fixing ourselves and fixing each other. So love yourselves and then love one another. Bless.